Remember the 2nd of December, and the terrible YouTuber Sloth. I know no reason. You shouldn't like, comment, and subscribe, baby. Welcome to another installment of, you guessed it, Review-tastic. Now, today we're going to be talking about one of my favoriteest movies of all time, Neon Genesis Evangelion 3.33. You can not review. Now, for all of you anime lovers and there, you otakus and weeaboos all alike, you may or may not have heard about Neon Genesis Evangelion. It is an anime that came around in the 1990s and is widely considered one of the greatest of animes of all time. So, let me give you the rundown of the story. So, humanity is terrorized by these beings called angels, who are monsters that come from the moon. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, some spoilers may or may not be said in this. But, yeah, these monsters just come down and terrorize humanity, and it's up to these pilots called EVA pilots. EVA standing for Evangelion, the robots. So, these three pilots named Shinji, Asuka, and Rei are all teenage boys and girls. So, we get to the point where Shinji's dad, Gendo Ikari, has to call in Shinji. He's just like, "Hey, yo, son. What do you want, Dad? I hate you." "Come here." "Ah, fine." So, basically, what happens is that he ends up like going into his dad's work, which is called the Nerve Headquarters, which basically are the people that like study and create these Evas to, you know, sorry, I'm still new to this YouTube thing, in case you haven't noticed. Yeah, they pilot these he gets there and he's just like, "Son, what do you want, Dad?" "Get into this robot." "Why?" "Because I said so." "You haven't talked to me in like 10 years, and you want me to get into this giant robot." "Fine, I don't need you to get into the robot. Get Rei." And this is the point where we get to Rei, you know. Rei, oddly enough, reminds Shinji Ikari of her mother, of his mother. He acts like a girl, so I assume that he's a her. But if you've seen the show, you'll understand what I mean. But they pull out Rei on this thing, and like, she's all like hurt and stuff, and it's like, "Get her into the robot." But Dad, she's like, they messed up. And then, angel attack. Yes, that's right. That's about what the noise that they make. But the rocks come flying down and stuff from like the ceiling. It hits like the thing that Rei is on, and it knocks her over. And then he looks over at her bleeding body, and he's like, "Fine, I'll get into the robot." He gets into the robot, and they shoot him up into the thing. And then, yeah, he tries to fight the angel, fails horribly, but this is where things get weird, people, and we all know how much we love weird things, you know, because if you're watching this, why wouldn't you be into weird things? But, yeah, this is where things get pretty weird. So, it turns out that these robots are alive. Yeah, these robots are alive, and this robot just jacks up the angel, and the only way you can kill an angel is just like stab the big spherical object that is on their body. And yeah, it does it. So basically the plot is that. So let's dive more in depth into the characters, really. Rei is not really Rei. Rei Ayanami. You know, no, Rei Ayanami. She's not really Rei. Let's let that sink in. It's not really Rei Ayanami. Who would it be? A clone of Shinji's mother. I do not want to play Pet Rescue. But yeah, it's the clone of his mother, and he's just like, I was sexually attracted to my mother? Alright! No, not really. But, yeah, so, that happens. Then, Asuka's Eva gets brutally destroyed. And yeah. So, let's talk about the history of Evangelion. The whole point of this happening is from this thing called the Second Impact, which was whenever the human race tried to go to where the angels come from, which is really difficult to explain. I'm not really going to dive too much into that. Basically, they come from like a different dimension. If you've ever seen Pacific Rim, that's kind of like the idea, but a lot cooler looking. And, yeah. That had a little brain fart moment there, man. But, yeah, how many times am I going to say yes and yeah in this video? But, yeah. But that's basically what happens. And big boom, parts of the world is gone. And then this is where things get really weird. Shinji's dad not only works for NERV, but through a secret organization called Sealy, which wants to turn everybody into one giant person. Now, how would they do this, would you say? Of course, by taking one giant Rei. Okay, so this is what you need to basically turn everybody into one giant person. A vessel, liquefy every single person, a kid with extreme emotional problems, and a clone of his mother. So, basically, that happens, and while all this is happening, there's like 20 minutes of just random live action shots to keep them from actually explaining anything. And yeah, I'm gonna end this video now because I'm afraid I'm gonna give everything away. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want more of Review-tastic. I'm ya boy Sloth, and I will see you next Tuesday with another video. Peace!